So, mate.
Well, if you're watching in Mule, we love reminiscing about great characters and
He'll be fishing up Mangawhai at the moment.
names of the past. Yeah, indeed. You know, Mangawhai thought John Axel and his family got all the fish out of there.
Oh, I know. They're more down Waipu way.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, no, actually, they take the fish out of
Out of
Mangawhai and then,
and they take it back up to Waipu and eat it.
That's it.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah. I think Gary Prom's up there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Mount Albert legend.
leagueies up at Waipu, but why wouldn't it be such a beautiful place? Back to the action, 18-12. Here they come. It's the Ponies on the roll as they come. And let's do another challenge. Down into the end they need to be now. 15 and a half to play. Oh, the big boys are coming to party now. Oh, yeah, they can sense that there's an opportunity.
I think the pickle juice is...
Oh, it's working.
It's working, mate.
They're full of pickle at the moment. Centurion Hupella plays the ball. Wouldn't this throw the cat amongst the pigeons if the try was to come soon? Right in front of the post, it's the 5th and final. Last time they got a couple of repeat sets. What's going to be the tactics this side? Gabriel Smart, the tap back, and it was still alive. The referee had a good look. The fullback came in here, Tai Sung Yong, and number one deemed to be offside.
I was going to say, mate, he's either Usain Bolt because he got that ball pretty fast there. So, yeah. But, you know, good thinking by putting the grubber in, and it was a great execution, but... Well, not the time to talk to the ref. And I don't think he was saying, how's your day?
There's some frustration, and that might have been, you know, refs can hear it. They know they're dealing with blokes. But if there's any vitriol expressed towards the referee, obviously, they take a move. You don't see it often, considering how much footy's played. And you wonder, really, if 10 metres is, you know, for bad-mouthing the ref. Whether 10 metres is the right penalty. What would you think, Nigel?
Yeah, look, I don't know what happened there, mate. So
we could go into replay and turn it right up.
I could go into the bunker.
I don't think that solves anything.
Well, they didn't do a captain's call, mate.
Well, it's getting hot in here at the moment too. 18-12 scoreline. Here's the break. Hey, this the ball just dropped out of his hand. Frustration evidence there, and Thompson Karena found himself in space. Then all of a sudden, hey, the ball's out of my hand.
He did all the hard work. He got through the gap. He had support play. Just one of those brain explosions, unfortunately. Big fella here. Oh, nice return run. There you go. That's all it takes. A few boys of watch out, Jimmy Pierre might be out there.
That's Michael Alina who went to grab, and the ref's done well to step in here, obviously. Some big units and some tempers flaring. Wanted to go on with this big Centurion. Let's have another look. Well, there's the break. This is
and he was through. Just a one-handed sort of hold, and just a loose carry.
Things are getting a little bit hot in here. Nigel, this is how you liked it as well.
Well, I've got to say, like, the Ponies, the return run there, like, look at this. Goes hard.
It was hit down by Pasini, though.
Yeah.
Couple Pasini.
But what I'm saying, these boys, they're Clydesdale horses, mate. They're not ponies. They're workhorses. Yeah, frustrations out there.
Have a chat. Cut it out. Talk to your boys.
It's actually an opportune time for both teams there.
Having a chat to the boys?
They're getting a bit of refuel there. The tempers are fraying, so now they've just got to get back on with the game.
Been delivered the same message.
12 minutes to go.
Exciting conclusion here at Victoria Park. Abby kicking on the far side of the field now. This is a wonderful opportunity for the home team.
Boys. No more shit.
Back into the Fox. Excuse my French, says the referee, and likewise we will.
Sorry? Just one. On the tap.
So Ponsonby.
Yep.
What do they need to do here? I think they've got to do 3 plays to the centre and give themselves options both sides. Not too much needed here.
As I said, I think the big boys have got to go, but just with someone on their shoulder just in case. And then push it wide.
Hamid Tafir plays it to Doe. Toe has runners on the inside, pushes it out through Gabriel, and the fullback chimes in as well. Pops the pass nicely out to Parsene on the far side of the field. It's 15 metres from the line. Still alive, Charles Gabriel. He's been good this afternoon, Gabriel. To Solomona.
17-10.
He's taken out.
Hold, lock in. Hold. Go, that's 4.
Doe. Right side. Thread the needle. Ball scooped up nicely for the Lions. And content to take the tackle here.
So he kicked the ball on 4th then. I just don't know if his support runners knew that was going to go on. But
a 0. He's okay.
Well, communication is the key.
Absolutely.
In rugby league and in life.
Up now.
I don't think I agree with you, Nigel. I don't think
hold,
that he'd conveyed that he's going to go on that tackle.
Early.
Play of the set.
Is that a shoulder charge there?
9, come here.
Yeah.
Trent Wallace looking on at the moment to see ex-players over to go at coaching. First season in the Fox.
Yeah. Shoulder charge there.
As head coach.
Giving away the penalty when you got 11 minutes to go. 12-8, 18. What do Mount do from here, Dale?
Well, just get down to the other end of the field. I would think that another try will just give them that buffer, so they don't have to do much at all. Just maintain where they're at, but better field position, because they've been under some pressure for the last 10 or so minutes here with the ponies.
That's right. I mean, Mount's just got to play it down their end of the ground and finally get in the first time in quite a few sets to get out of territory here.
They've been on defence for some time. You're quite right, Nigel. Rattray with us today, rugby league stalwart.
That's 1.
The lover of the code, and that's the main prerequisite you need to be involved. Coach, supporter, administrator, sponsor. Just loving the game of rugby league.
That's 2.
The ball over halfway.
Yep.
This time it's Papanui Abbott. And I think he's lost the ball going down as well. He appeals to the referee, but he was well sighted, the ref.
No, yeah, he was ripped out. I thought that was the commentators because they're going getting over the half and then they lose it, but stripped out there. Ponsonby don't want to give away these penalties.
Now they'll find themselves in trouble. Quick tap. This time, on to Thompson. Karlena has the football. He's been dangerous before and is dangerous again, Karlena.
A bit of a goose step there.
Great opportunity here for the Lions as they come a-pounding. The Lions holding it up, cut-out ball, half skip volley. It's missed everybody.
They don't need to panic here. They've just got to settle it.
Jeremiah Potu has been very solid on the left edge, but this time he's gone to ground. It's getting up very slowly.
That's 2.
Papanui Abbott has the football. Doyle sends it wide.
That's 3. That was 3.
That big swipe there.
17. Up, no hands.
And the number 8 puts it down. Lafayette. Knock on.
I think there's going to be play the ball, practice it for both sides here. Yeah.
Looking frustration from Trent Wallace, coach.
Welcome to coaching, Trent. He hasn't got grey hair yet.
But he's got a good crop of hair. Let's hope he doesn't tear it out when he keeps watching some of his charges and the fundamental errors that they make. Look, there's been some good play, Nige, but there's also been a lot of unforced errors, which is an area that can be addressed and will be, no doubt.
Look, I think when both coaches watch the tape on this, they're going to see where the errors came in at the crucial times.
Break. You can't go until it's out, mate. You've got to stay behind 6
So Ponsonby in possession. Chance of a long-range try. Their tries have come from fairly close range, to be honest. Just looking back with 8 to play in this round 3 Fox fixture. Potu A2, 5 and 20 minutes. That is in the 30-minute mark of that first half. Ciabella scored 8-6 scoreline going into the break.
It's a reaction ring. Different, completely different.
I don't know. I think is he calling him for a shoulder charge here, Dale? Quite see it myself.
You come through your captain.
The Lotus half.
You come through your captain. Back here, boys. Back here, fellas.
Bit of a funny one, that. Ponsonby ran back inside to him. I don't think he was ready for that.
Yeah, Papa Nui Abbott, I think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was the shoulder charge.
No.
Almost had his eye off him. Have another look here. There's the ball.
And then he just went straight back into him.
This man.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go
They're trying
when
to
you're
step that out of the game.
Yes. Yep. Behind, boys.
Got to make sure of this kick. Some territory.
Abby to the far side.
Lovely kick.
On the tap, boys.
And nothing silly out of here.
30 metres out here for Ponsonby. Now they've got to look at the clock as well and be mindful that there's only 6.5 really to play.
Well, Mount's been actually quite good on D, as I said. They're holding them down and slowing down the play. So Ponsonby going a little bit wider than usual. Which, as I said, I think they should be going 2 off the ruck.
At the start today, we said, isn't it great to see Ponsonby back in here? There's no accident. They're very competitive as we witness them coming towards the 40-metre line. Pony's end of the ground. Some great contributions. Really impressed with Gabriel Simato, Ciabella.
Up now,
And of course, we've been touching on Timor Williams. Fullback, Sang Yum. That's him with the football now. The dancing feet and the pink socks. Now to Ponsonby. They know what the time is left.
Oh, great cover tackle there by 3 coming in.
Fifth and final. Chaz up.
Chaz Brown makes the tackle on Mike Elina, who has the football here and plays it for Manly, try scorer. Here's the chip and the regather. The bounce important here. Nicely cleaned up at the back too. And reading the play, absolutely spot on, was Winitana Patalesio.
1.
Once again, we're getting down to sort of penalties, but we're coming down the last 5.5 minutes. But let's not forget the rooster is on the line here.
Absolutely on the line.
So, you know, Mount will be wanting to take this back to Fowles Park, but the Ponies want to keep it at their new home.
It's great to see Ponsonby stride forward at the start of the game with that prestigious taonga.
Unbelievable. You've got to just put a lot of pressure on the Mount Albert not making
the runs across field. Hold the football. Scrag to ground. Up to play it now. Here they come. That carries from Tafia. Down the short side. As the Ponsonby Ponies. One eye on the clock. One eye on the prize. Can they get the try that has eluded them across the last 10, 15 minutes? Here's a good carry. 6 metres out from the try line as Damon Abbey comes in to dictate play. And he will work it to the right. Gabriel. Lovely ball out to Williams. He's cut down 5 out from the line. Still alive here.
Go, that's 4.
Gabriel, first receiver, holding it. Big number 8, Solomona has the football this time around. And here's 5. What have Ponsonby got here? With just over 4 to play, and it's a poor play, the ball.
It's going to be a scrum, boys. The ball hasn't come back in for the 5th yet. So it's going to be a scrum.
Well, I've got to say, Dale, Mount Albert were let off the hook there. I mean, they had an opportunity and it didn't make the sideline for a penalty. At this stage of the game was critical. So they had to have a big set on D. And Ponsonby right on the 5th come up with an error. So Mount Albert, 4 minutes to go. They're not going to want to do anything stupid coming off their own line there. But they've got to get down to the other end.
And for Ponsonby, they need to dislodge the football or something it can.
It's line speed from here, from Ponsonby. They've got to put pressure on.
Seconds in.
Here's the scrum feed.
When you're ready, mate.
2 number 6s.
Break! Thank you.
Patalesio. And here's a bit of space here down the right side for Mount Albert. And a man who can certainly fly. Angles back on the inside. Great defensive work in the end by Max Reichelman to make the tackle. But still, it's the Lions on the roll here this time. Pushing forward, Tuesday 9 Doyle. He's to ground on the 13-metre line. Plenty of options. Out to Chaz Brown. Big hot step back on the inside, Brandon. He too loses the football. Ponies with it. Down the left edge they come. And towards the touchline. Reichelman is bundled into touch. Needed to stay in the field of play. And no advantage, says the referee. So Ponsonby will get another roll of the dice here with 2.5 to play.
Oh, mate, I'd hate to be the coach of both coaches. They're just
Back here, 30.
they're trying to settle it. Mount Albert and Ponsonby are trying to work in. Got to get the 6 points. Got to get down the other end. Still probably 2 sets in it.
Surrender!
Brought in with the footballs, Michael Alina.
Surrender!
He's had some solid contributions today.
Hold, go, that's one.
See, Ponsonby got to run in pairs here. They've got to create something for them. Mount Albert's holding them down nicely.
The tackle player looks like the man most likely here. That's Gabriel. Little slip on the surface here, just short of the 40. Still with Ponsonby in possession.
You've lost your legs. That's 3.
The referee saying, you've lost your legs. Number 13 on the boil is Kingston Manley.
Hold.
On the halfway line, Abbey, dummy half.
It's okay.
He put his player under pressure there.
Fifth and final.
A little bit more structure
All right.
there, boys.
That's the final tackle and a poor pass.
Yep. Thank you, boys.
Man, he's done plenty this
Lost on the
afternoon. He
fifth,
could hold
boys.
his head high too.
Gonna be a turnover,
Charlie
fellas.
Gabriel.
Well, I can't see sort of Mount sort of rushing it from here. Minute 14 to go. They have to finish this set.
Yep.
Well, our
And they've got to finish it deep.
Our clock's in our broadcast facility here.
Hold on to the 15, I'll let you know when we're ready. Just push up, Marcus.
Are really guide for us, although we're on the referee's official
boys.
timepiece.
That's right, and the players aren't aware probably of the time, apart from what the trainers have told them.
Nice to see Suape still in
Up
the
now,
mix here.
17. Hold.
Have a good,
Hold.
been a great servant of the game over the years. Karina, again, as you
Up
say,
now,
they don't need to do too much.
2. Got one marker there.
But they'll be very grateful of the 2 points here for a victory today.
And the Root
Van
Rooster.
Albert, and of course,
Up
they'll be
again.
going back to Phelps Park with the Root Rooster. That in itself is special.
You
And
planted
there's a little
again.
knock on because he'd already planted the football.
You can't plant the ball. As soon as you plant it, you lose control of it.
There you go. It's the referee's call.
Well, there's one more bite of the cherry here.
Blue feed.
But courageous effort. 2 from the home team. As mentioned, they're not in here by mistake.
Draws.
I'm sure the trainers have got the message on for the time now,
Same
so
time as all the others. Bend your backs, boys. Quick. Seconds in. Get your heads in, you two.
so Mount Albert no fullback at the moment.
Bend your backs. Time's off.
Here, Dale.
In last man in. Seconds in.
Can't be too long to go here. An entertaining game of rugby league, of course. 6 tries to 2.
Read it again, guys.
18-12 scoreline.
Pack that down, no kicking,
That's a
guys.
credit to the host team, the Ponsonby United Rugby
Bend your
League Club.
backs.
You can
Seconds
tell
in.
the team, okay, they might not be on the top of their game at the moment, the Lions, but certainly they come in with pretty strong credentials. As it comes to Abbey, there's the hooter in the background. They've got to do something. Got to get rid of the ball. They can't get rid of the football. And that is full time. And it was a hard-fought victory. The Root Rooster is going back to Fowles Park with the Mount Albert Lions. And here in round 3 of the Fox Memorial Championship from Victoria Park in downtown Auckland, it's the Mount Albert Lions, too good for the Ponsonby United Ponies. They win this one. Close, but still with the victory. Lions 18, Ponies 12. Kia ora, great to have you with us here. As you can see the images of two teams that have given their all here this afternoon. Of course, Ponsonby will be disappointed having conceded the Root Rooster after a 6-point loss against Mount Albert. But they can certainly hold their heads high, Ponsonby. Really exciting to see players like Ciabella and also Abby, Gabrielle and Michael Elena, Timor Williams. These are names that will be familiar to us as we go forward. But unfortunately for Ponsonby, they'll have to pass over the Root Rooster. Now they're going to do that a little closer to our broadcast area than perhaps across where the teams are, as we see both the captains in there to receive the honour, and of course the player of the day as well is getting acknowledged here also. Great that you were able to share some time with us here, once again bringing the local rugby league to you wherever you may be in New Zealand or across the world, and an opportunity for us as well to go across to Nigel and to get some thoughts as well once we're all okay to go. We've got the thumbs up, so let's go across to Nigel Rattray, who has our one of our winning squad for the Mount Albert Lions. Winners here 18-12.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go with the player of the day of today's game. John Atu.
Atu.
So, mate, tell us about your team today and who stood out for your team today?
First of all, we give our thanks to our Lord above. Last week we have a tough game against Untitled, and we tried to work to our trust. Last week we did our middle is in a tough middle in last week. So now we are this week we talk about trust your teammate. And it's great experience to learn from the top boy like Chase, Pula, so.
Yeah. And you know, you got like Rory out there with a lot of experience, but it's come away with a lot of errors for both sides today, but to come away with the Root Rooster, take that back to Fowles Park, great effort there by the boys.
Yeah, it's great to learn from last week. Great listen.
Well, you're only 18, is that right?
Yeah, it's our first time playing Fox.
First time playing Fox, and you get player of the day. So a big congratulations to you, mate, and well done. Take it back to Fowles Park and enjoy your victory. Thank you.
John A2, successful. We'll be hearing from both
What's your name,
captains
sorry?
as well. This is Damon Abbey. He'll be first in. And just before we do go across to Damon, I can tell you full-time results: 28-24, Richmond over Bay Roskell. Papakura couldn't cut it with the Leopards 34-10 result there. Point Chef 32, Tautatu 20, and Monaco in the winning mix 18 points to 6. Let's go across to Nigel Rattray, who is with the captain of the Ponsonby United Ponies. He's with Damon Abbey.
Welcome back. I'm here with the captain, Damon Abbey from the Ponsonby Ponies. First home game. What's your thoughts on a lot of errors, but what's your thoughts on today's game, mate?
Full credit to both teams for showing up today, and we knew it was going to be a hard one through the middle. We knew it was going to come down to completing our sets. Unfortunately, there were a lot of errors today.
Well, look, I got to say, your whole club as a whole, Ponsonby, you've done a great job here. You got new club rooms and good support here today. Putting the Root Rooster on the line, but as you said, first thing to get into the Fox. Tell us what being in the Fox means to Ponsonby.
I mean, a lot. It's been a long time since Ponsonby's been in the Fox. We all play for the jersey, but most of all, we're all family. It's a big family club. We all show up together. Well,
I got to say, the history behind Ponsonby, and to have you guys wearing the jersey with pride. I know there are a lot of errors out there that both teams will be looking at, but all the best for the rest of the season, and congrats on having your hands on the Root Rooster. But I'm sure you have another bash at it later.
Yeah, thank you very much. Shout out to my family.
So it's Dayton Abbey. Thanks to him as well, Damon Abbey. That brings us to the number 9, Navajo Doyle, who's in there for the Mount Albert squad, and of course the official handing over of the Root Rooster. Plenty of people enjoying the afternoon here today. 18-12 victors. I think we're all sweet to go across and get some thoughts now from the Mount Albert skipper.
Lions, Navajo Doyle. Mate, today you took a good victory in taking the Root Rooster. What does this mean to the boys?
It means a lot. I don't think it's been back at the club for a long time now. But I'm super proud of the boys. It was definitely a bit of a tough game out there. There was a lot of ups and downs, but I'm glad we got to come out with the win and win the trophy. Yeah.
Well, there was a little bit messy and around the ruck area for both sides. I'm sure the coaches were pulling their hair out as with you guys, but it went right down to the wire. It could have gone either way, but you take the 2 points. Where to from here?
Obviously, go back to the drawing board. We've got a lot to work on. Quite a few mistakes that we can easily fix up. So once we get that down, I think we'll be good for next weekend and go again.
Well, the great thing is you now get to defend your title next week at Fowles Park.
Yep.
So your first defence of the Root Rooster. So big congrats to Mount Albert, and what we'd like to do is introduce. Tim's going to pass over the Root Rooster. Tim himself, legend of Mount Albert Rugby League.
Well, here we are with the victorious squad. The Mount Albert Lions successful here, 18-12, and that prestigious trophy for Mount Albert. There they go. Congratulations to them, and on behalf of myself, Dale and Nigel Rattray, I hope you enjoyed the action here from round 3. Big ups to all of our supporters of the code, both here in Auckland and right across New Zealand and the world. I hope you enjoyed the action. Thanks to Chopper Gerbis and his teams from Out of the Dugout Productions who bring the live streaming through Auckland Rugby League. And big ups to Dwayne Mann as well, CEO of Auckland Rugby League, for his foresight in bringing the action once again to the screens through the ARL YouTube channel. From all of us here at Victoria Park in downtown Auckland, wishing you well for the week ahead. Stay in touch with ARL on their website as we farewell you for the evening, and wishing you well from Victoria Park in Auckland. Mount Albert, winners of the Root Rooster with a great victory, 18-12 over the Ponsonby Ponies. The Ponsonby have the football. This is a nice run too, down the right edge. Here they come. Have to step back on the inside, and that's exactly what occurs here. But a good run for Timor. There's the change of angle. There's the charge towards the post. But ultimately, the ball has been wrestled loose over the top, perhaps. Straight through the middle, perhaps. I think that's try time. Try time for Manly.
It's coming straight for me.
Well, that's one of those coach killers, honestly. The try line. Short ball, cut out ball now. Opportunity. Oh, and what a lovely pass to finish off. Still in the previous though, you know, when you listen to some of the top guns, I think crikey, that's how they make it all spin. But it's been a privilege over the years calling sport, and of course Sean Johnson, hasn't he slotted into his work easily? Hey, it's getting solid out there.
Graham Gordon.
That's standout names as well.
Oh,
Big ups all four of you. If you're listening in, did you see that one? I love that stuff. Oh, yeah. Left or right? He decides to go left. Holds it up nicely. Then the little dummy. Straightened run to the line. The referee was having a decent look there. I think he's going to give the try. That's how you can. And whom we're very proud of is Ryan Fox. Good luck. His feet is Talangi. That's the way to run. That was solid. Purposeful. Siapo Pasini on a boil. That'll look good on the replay too. That was full of intent, full of venom. 8-6, anyone's game. Nigel Rattray is back into the mix as the ball is taken deep here for the Lions. And they'll run it out here to the 20, make it 30. This is a good return from the kickoff. And I'm going to update as best we can through the course of the action. And here's a bit of a pickup. Not a knock on, he won't have the speed to go all the way. This is Damon Abbey. To the right-hand side. Lovely ball to the line. Oh, and a bomb too. The club room's just across the road as the kick is downtown and bouncing beautifully into touch. That is Doyle. Cut out ball, looking for the big man on the far side. That's good, and the finish is solid as well. That was always on the cards too. Ponsonby
keeps his body going. He's got 3 on. He's still staying on the trial line.
Well, we've got a chance there. Nigel Rattray,
Nine, you don't mark it, nine! No advantage!
play on, says the referee. Poor pass. Back on the inside, and here's A2 with the grubber kick and the chase, and it's A2. Need to score next, really to create something of it. Charles Gabriel grubbers the ball into the end goal. Can they keep the fullback in there? That's as well. It's grubbering into the end goal, delicately drizzled, if you will. Drizzled into the end goal.
I think you're watching too many
Took it to the left-hand side. Holding up the pass and the try is Damon Abbey. Lovely pictures in super slow-mo. It's the nice little offload here for Kingston Manly. You see his way to the line. Beautiful images. For your return, here's the kick. Coming around. Oh yes, and the flags are going to replay and turn it right up.
I got the game to the bunker.
18-12 scoreline. Here's the break. Hey, this the ball just dropped side. Thread the needle. Ball scooped up nice. First season in the Fox.
Yeah, shoulder charge there.
As he over halfway. This time it's Robert we have it. And I think this time Otter Thompson Karena has the football. He's been dangerous before and is dangerous again, Karena.
A bit of a goose kick.
Another look here.
And then he just went straight back into him.
Right forward at the start of the game with that prestigious donor.
Unbelievable. You've got to put a lot of pressure on the we're not making
the runs across field. Hold the football. Something got to get rid of the ball. They can't get rid of the football. And that is full time. And it was a hard-fought victory. The Roosters